Welcome to day 2 of our Sitka vacation / fishing trip. We are just getting to the boat and getting ready to head on out. I don't know that I have ever seen the bay and the harbor this calm. This is as calm as any lake I've seen in the lower 48. This is a beautiful harbor. Someday I hope to have a boat. Okay. Ready? We're good. I was very impressed with how quickly this boat can get up and go. Lush and moss everywhere. There were islands all over, and of course with islands there are lighthouses. Here's one that I was told you could rent by the evening. One of the things I learned is that you have to keep your eye out constantly because there are islands that pop up all over the place. You don't want to run aground and flip a boat over. The amount of money that has been spent on this boat and all the gear in here is astronomical. Dave's a lucky man to get to do this for a living. It seemed like right off the bat, there were fish everywhere. These fish were so deep sometimes that it took us quite a while to get them up, but it was a lot of fun. And like that, we're on the board. Even Dave's son Dylan got on the scoreboard early. It was a lot of fun. We were off to a great start. I have never been able to catch salmon like this before in my life, and it was basically non-stop action.
Don't really break rods. Yeah. But a lot of times king salmon will always pull it.
We have nothing to complain about. There is a surface bite going on that's helping us. And not to mention, this is a pink salmon. The pink salmon are great for using as bait. We sure learned a lot about fishing on this little trip with Dave. With trout, you don't have to pick them up a certain way, but apparently the salmon, you must tilt it up like he's doing there and then lift it up. That locks the salmon in.
Smell it? Do you smell that fish instantly?
King salmon have a specific smell that once you smell it, you'll know.
You're buying this local.
As we look around and the fog kind of burns off, we realize how many other boats there are around us. That town, Sitka, is one of the most heavily boated areas I have ever seen in my life.
No problems with something.
And something new I've never seen before is the electronic reel. He's doing the countdown for the salmon, the January, February, March, April, May, June, and then he turns it on. It will do most of the reeling up all by itself, and then once it gets to a certain point, it will stop, and then the fisherman has to finish bringing it up. But wow, that is something cool to see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. Let's find out. I'll reel him up real slow here. And guess what?
He's still, no.
Yeah, he's on there.
Yeah, you got one.
Get it back.
Yeah.
Freaking out?
I see him freaking out.
Is he a big one?
No, he's not a real big one, but he's bigger than that one we left the dock with.
Is he a keeper?
He's legal. Meat.
Luckily for my wife, he has 2 of those electronic reels. So here she is, she's gonna set it up, and then she's just gonna kick back and let the reel it up till a certain point. What an awesome day. My wife has always wanted to catch a yelloweye. Being that we're new to Alaska, we've never had that opportunity. Well, she finally got that opportunity here. Here we are with, I think we have 3 halibut on the boat at this time, and nothing but beautiful scenery and a wonderful time. If you've never tried it, I believe everybody should try it. I was amazed at how many different planes there are all over the place. Here we're looking at the bridge that goes to the airport, which is out on an island. And we're looking at the town of Sitka. It's all nestled in on the steep mountainside, basically in the middle of nowhere. One of the crazy things I learned is that there are only 14 miles of roads in the town of Sitka. One of the adventures I do want to go on is to take a vacation using a float plane. I think they are just one of the neatest inventions ever. You can basically go anywhere. As long as you got good water, you can land. I've always been amazed how fast these planes can take off and land in the water. It is something beautiful to watch. And my wife, she loved watching these planes, and it's hard to get a good video of it. So this is one that she took, and she was thrilled to get it. This video was actually kind of difficult to make. There was so much action going on the whole time that I did not get a whole lot of video of me or of all the fish we were catching. It was like non-stop action. So we just finished up cutting up the rockfish, and then we had to gut the salmon. And now we are heading into the bay, into the boat harbor here to take those fish and take them over to the processor. They're gonna go ahead and take care of them and vacuum pack them and seal them up. And when it comes time to go home and tomorrow, all the food will be processed, taken care of, and frozen. So I'm not used to having anybody do that for me, so it was a welcome change. So anyway, we appreciate everybody coming along with us and watching this, and we truly hope that we can get better and better as we go, and love sharing our adventures with anybody willing to listen. And now it's the next day. We have come back down to the marina to get the boat cleaned up and to go over and get the fuel. I am not sure exactly how much that was, but I believe the fuel that we burned up was 120 gallons, and that was just about $600 worth of fuel, but it was well worth it. Here is the bridge connecting the mainland to the island where the airport is, and then here's some of the harbor. We're gonna go along here and show you what the harbor looks like. It's just a beautiful fishing town. And there are a lot of boats in this town. So that was one of the things I was very, very impressed with. And here we are looking at a bunch more planes. Yeah, I don't think you could ever beat the beauty of this place. So. There was fish processing plants all over the place in there. As you can see, there are different numbers, and they will show up and load all their fish out and send it in to be processed. It's quite the industrial area. I really liked his boat. It was a lot of room, and it seemed like it was built like a tank. And then you look at his poles. He has his halibut poles and then his salmon poles, and they are all rigged up and ready to go. And there is a yacht. Somebody has a helicopter on the back of that thing. That would be the way to travel. We just passed the U.S. Coast Guard there in Sitka. On the right is the island that the airport is on. The runway literally is in the middle of the ocean, and there's a bridge connecting it, and there's a plane that just took off. But it is a beautiful area. What is it? Here is a 50-foot canoe that was built to commemorate the centennial of the Alaska purchase. In 1967 is when it was done, and the Alaska purchase was 1867. It was done by the Alaska Native Brotherhood. In downtown Sitka, there are tons of little thrift stores and boutiques and souvenir shops. Everywhere we look, the place was packed. You can pretty much buy anything you want in that little town.
So cute.
Yeah, so we have a lobster, king crab, black cod.
What's here?
We just went by some king crab, and that was very spendy. I can't remember exactly what it was. And then we're about to finish up in downtown Sitka. We go for a little walk here, looking for souvenirs for us and for the kids, and just to remember the location. And this place has a ton of them on the wall. Like I said before, there's no shortage of souvenirs in the town of Sitka. I love it. It's a very beautiful place. And if you compare it to like Seward, in my opinion, there are way more people in Seward, Alaska, because they can drive there. In Sitka, you gotta come in on a boat, a plane, or a barge. You're not gonna drive a car in there. So, and now we've gone to Dave has taken us out to show us the campground that they have. It's at the end of the 14-mile road in Sitka, and it's a beautiful campground. It reminds me a lot of Seward. And now we are on the plane, and we are getting ready to head home. We'll show a little bit of footage of the plane taxiing on the runway and then heading home. We appreciate everybody coming along with us on this, and hopefully these get better and better as we go, and we have many adventures planned. So again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
And welcome to Juneau, where the local time is 7:35 p.m. Please keep your seatbelts on. Our pilots will certainly turn off that seatbelt sign when it is safe to get up. Please leave your things where they are until we reach the gate. However, if your phone is close, you are certainly welcome to take it out of airplane mode. If you checked your baggage through tonight with our baggage service guarantee, your bags will be in baggage.
If any of you have any ideas or suggestions on where to go and what to do, we would appreciate a comment, or you can always email us at beoutdoorsalaska@gmail.com.